Hello there, Scorpio. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot reading for the week of June 1st through June 7th. And today we're not actually doing a tarot reading, we're just doing an energy reading. I'm not using any cards today. I am, however, giving myself something to hold on to just so I remember what day we're talking about. So if you see me waving around envelopes that I have the names of the week on, then you know that's my little placeholder to remind me where I am in the week and what day I'm talking about. So no cards, no tools, just little memory cues for a Mista who, you know, have to say I'm perfect. Have to say I'm perfect. Have to say I'm not perfect is what I meant to say. Gee, I thought I made a mistake once, but I was wrong, right? Okay, so we better go ahead and get on with this reading, otherwise I'm going to be digging myself in deeper and deeper holes as we go here. So, Scorpios, Monday. What's going on for us on Monday, June 1st? Okay, so the first thing that I'm hearing is new beginnings. Isn't that interesting that that would be tied in with June 1st? But new beginnings, let's see. A lot of this has to do with relationships, and I'm feeling like for a lot of us, we have new beginnings with maybe somebody from our past that comes back in. Mercury is still in retrograde on June 1st, and from what I understand, what I've heard astrologers say before is that that's really not a great time to start something new, but it is a great time to come back to something that is old and restart something there. I'm not feeling so much like this is exactly what I would call a restart, though. A restart to me talks about picking up where you left off, at least sort of, but this feels more like the first two words I heard were new beginnings. So this feels more like taking all of the old stuff from all of the time that you spent with that person before and just letting it all drop into the sea of forgetfulness, just not even counting it as a part of this relationship at this point, just starting over from scratch. Yeah, it just feels like there's been a lot of forgiveness that has gone on, and just letting things go and just really kind of jumping in and seeing, okay, well, are things going to be different this time? How different are they going to be? And kind of expecting to see, okay, what's the new difference? What's the improvement? We've had enough time away from each other. We've had some time to grow, and now we get to move forward if we want to move forward, so why not? Okay, so that's kind of what I feel like is coming in on Monday. Is there anything else Scorpios need to know about Monday? Okay, so what I'm hearing is just relax and let it flow. Don't try to analyze it too much. And you know, Scorpios, that's what we do. We analyze the holy crud out of everything. So Spirit's saying don't try to analyze it too much. Just go with the flow. Enjoy. I'm hearing relax and enjoy. See where it takes you. See where it takes you. For a lot of us, this is going to be something that actually goes into some really great places for us. For others of us, it's going to be evident really fast. I'm hearing that yeah, we don't want any more of this, and we're going to remember real quickly why we didn't, why this person was not in our lives for a while. But for the majority of us, I'm feeling like this actually is a very positive, happiness-making, enjoyable experience. So that's Monday, Scorpios. Tuesday, fellow Scorpios, what do we have going on Tuesday? Fun, fun, and more fun. That's what I'm hearing. I'm feeling like creative energy, so there's things that we're going to be doing to be creative. So, you know, maybe some of us out there, not me, but maybe somebody out there is taking one of those classes where you learn to paint, you know, on Tuesday night. I've even seen classes where people learn to paint while they sip wine. I'm not sure where that idea came from, but I think it has to do with you're supposed to be more relaxed so your creative juices can flow more. So maybe some of you are doing some of this, but I'm really feeling a lot of creative energy coming in on Tuesday, And it's so strong that it's like, even though I feel like you're going to be doing your normal everyday work stuff too, like you're going to go to work if you're scheduled to work on Tuesday, I feel like the creative energy is so strong that all day while you're at work, even in the back of your mind and possibly even in the front of your mind, you're going to be thinking about what you get to do later on. What's that creative thing? And kind of working in your mind, what am I going to do with that time, and how am I going to work it? How am I going to make it wonderful? And so, it may not necessarily be painting. This can also be band practice, or maybe even a band performance out in public somewhere. There's a lot of different creative things that are around. This could be somebody who is a new psychic. I'm feeling some new psychics who are getting a chance to do a reading for somebody on Tuesday night, for a stranger. And a lot of you, I'm feeling like there's a lot of first readings happening on Tuesday. So how much fun is that? Be ready to knock your own socks off. I know the first readings that I did for people, I had never been to a psychic. So for me to discover I was a psychic was kind of a shock. And so the first 4 readings that I did were just for friends. And I didn't know that much about them. Like one girl, I worked with her. And so she was the first one that I ever actually read. And she had been to a psychic before. She wasn't surprised that I knew all kinds of weird and random things and had a message that made sense for her without knowing about those parts of her life. But it sure did knock my socks off of me. I could have fallen right out of the chair. So get ready for that. Those of you who are doing some first readings on Tuesday, get ready to knock the socks off of yourself. Try to hold your composure so that you can wait till your friend walks out the door before you go, oh my gosh, how did that happen? So anyway, bottom line, Scorpios, is Tuesday, something really creative and fun going on for you during that day. Let's see. And I feel like you're going to be doing your regular work stuff too, but also this creative fun thing is going to be the dominant energy of the day. It's going to be what you're thinking about all day and what you do after work. So Wednesday, Scorpio, what do we need to know about Wednesday? Another work day, hump day. I'm feeling the blahs. It's like you had that big rush from doing whatever the creative thing was, and now you're like, oh, what am I going to look forward to next? It's feeling a little bit like, okay, Friday is way too far away. That type of feeling is what I've got going on Wednesday. So kind of a ho-hum work day. I'm not feeling any drama at work other than, if you're having normally dramatic work environment, the normal drama is going to be there. I'm not feeling anything over and above. Let's see. Yeah, and when you get done with work, I just feel you kind of kicking back, relaxing, maybe even ordering food in, not really feeling like cooking, and still kind of thinking over whatever it was that happened Tuesday, still kind of enjoying the thoughts of that. And I think that maybe you guys stayed up a little bit too late after doing that creative thing, or while you were doing whatever that creative thing is Tuesday, because Wednesday, gosh, you guys just feel like just doing what you have to do is what's going on Wednesday. I say, okay, so Scorpios, Thursday, another day of excitement. Starting to get some feedback back from whatever it was that you did Tuesday. So I feel like that's going to be really exciting for you. So if you made a sculpture, somebody's going to see it and go, oh, wow, that's kind of cool. Or if you did a reading, maybe you're going to hear back Thursday, wow, that was so right on, or you wouldn't believe what happened as soon as I left your house. It was exactly like you said, something like that, where you're getting some very positive feedback about whatever your creative endeavor was on Tuesday. And, it's just making you feel really good. I'm also feeling like there's some kind of, for a lot of you, like especially for parents of you Scorpios, there's some kind of sporting thing. I'm feeling like the soccer mom type of feeling, running somebody around to a game or to a practice or whatever, that kind of thing going on Thursday for some of you Scorpios. And for some of you, you're just going to be going out and witnessing something like that, something that's very social, and it feels outside and it feels very sporty to me. So that's Thursday. Friday. Why am I showing you this? It doesn't look any different than Thursday. It's not a tarot card. Let's see. Friday, Scorpios. Oh, happy days is the first thing that's coming into my head. I feel like there's a lot of relief just because it is Friday. This feels like a really other than Tuesday, it feels pretty much like a ho-hum week to me. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like Friday, more connection with the new beginning on Monday, especially if that's a person. But for some of you, it's the new beginning doesn't even have to be with a person. I kind of focused on that, but that new beginning Monday can be something new that you're doing that you haven't done before. I feel like Friday, you get to kind of dig into that more, whether it's a new activity, a new hobby, a new whatever, or whether it's a new relationship that's come back from the past. But Friday, I feel like you get to dig into that a little bit more. I feel like things are getting... It's not like you haven't heard from this person or been thinking about this project or maybe even working on it a little bit throughout the week. But on Friday, it feels to me like Friday, this whole situation gets a little bit more nitty-gritty, meaning that kind of the glitter has worn off. You know how you get a new Christmas present and there's all kinds of what I call glitter on it. You're just attracted to it. All you want to do is you want to play with it. You don't want to put the toy down. You sure don't want to share it with your brothers and sisters. You know, it's just like the most important, most fabulous thing. And then what's happening on Friday is some of that glitter has worn off. So it's not, it's not something that maybe you wouldn't want to share with brothers and sisters. Maybe you don't have to be just alone with this person all the time. Now you're starting to feel like, okay, I need some breathing space for me too. There's just some nitty-gritty stuff. You guys are starting to realize that, okay, now we're in real life, and how are we going to schedule things and work things out and make things happen the way we want them to, that type of thing. Okay, so Saturday feels like cookouts to me, feels like more private cookouts, not so much where a lot of friends are coming over, but more just private, just you and the family or you and the close loved ones or whatever, just quiet. Like I'm really sensing like, back patios and family dogs and, not a whole lot of craziness, just like the normal people that are around in your environment anyway. So just a nice laid back fun day Saturday. I'm also feeling some shopping, and I don't mean like grocery shopping, not ruling that out, but what I'm sensing is more like maybe going to the store to get some projects or get some supplies for a project coming up or something like that. So that's what I'm feeling on Saturday. And then Scorpios, Sunday. Sunday is fun day. I'm feeling like there's going to be people going out to the park, getting out in nature. There's going to be people going to movies. There's going to be Scorpios that are just going to fantabulous dinners. There's some socializing going on. There's some meeting of some people going on Sunday. Obviously, for a lot of you, there's church. I'm actually picking up a sensation of church and really enjoying church. I feel like actually some of you are going to be at church for somebody's baptism on Sunday. That's what it feels like to me. Like some of you are actually going to church because there's some kind of special event going on Sunday. So, what else? Yep, and that could be the socializing and the meeting too later on. There may be a reception later on, but definitely there's some kind of socializing and meeting people. And there's also, there's some of you are just getting out in nature. I'm not sure if you're also going to have the socializing or if this is just a completely different path that your Sunday takes. But there's that getting out in nature stuff going on for some of you as well. And I feel like you're going to really be enjoying the socializing. You're going to enjoy some of the new people that you meet with the social things that you're doing. But whenever those are over, you're also going to feel this sort of relief. And to me, this type of relief feels like that relief that comes when somebody's really empathic and they're around a lot of people And it gets a little bit overwhelming sometimes, because when you're empathic and you're around a lot of people, you're picking up other people's emotions, and a lot of times true empaths, it can take a long time for you to realize that you're empathic, because you spend your whole life walking around picking up other people's emotions, just whoever you're coming in contact with, and you don't really realize that those are not your emotions. Because, a lot of times we do, like if somebody tells us something sad, of course they're feeling sad, and now we're feeling sad because we've heard it. So it's kind of hard to tell where is the line between me feeling how you're feeling and me feeling how I'm feeling. But Sunday, it feels like to me, a lot of you Scorpios, a lot of us Scorpios are going to be done with that socializing, and we're just going to be relieved to be home and alone and around the quiet. Even if we're around families, it's just more peaceful. That's what we're comfortable with. And to really have a chance to let all of that extra energy that's been bombarding us kind of float away. And I feel like that may be where nature comes in for a lot of you guys, nice regrounding, getting back to yourself. Okay? So Scorpio, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, feel free to check out my website. I am actually offering some new services, like if you want to get your own personal card of the day, I've started offering that now. And then I've also got some other new services there. So if you want to check that out, once you've done that, if you still feel like I'm the best person for you to work with, go ahead and contact me, and we will schedule a session for you as quickly as possible. And for everybody else, everyone have a great week. I'll see you here next week. Peace out.